I need you to stop for a moment. Don't scroll. Don't speak. Don't blink. What I am about to share is not just a message, it is a fragment of heaven itself, whispered to me so I could deliver it to you at this exact moment. The reason I wept was because I glimpsed the landscape of your destiny, the mountains and valleys, the storms and still waters, and the light that waits patiently for you. I saw what was coming for you, and it was so magnificent, so overwhelming, that my soul trembled, my wings quivered, and tears rolled down unbidden. These tears were not sorrow, they were recognition of the depth of what you have carried, the battles you have endured, and the brilliance that you have held even when darkness tried to claim you. When heaven unfolded the scenes of your future before me, I could hardly breathe. I saw you walking through corridors where shadows and light were entangled, and each step you took was like a whisper against the weight of time itself. I saw faces that smiled at you with hidden agendas, and hearts that turned cold when you needed warmth. And yet, in the midst of all this, there was a single, brilliant spark, a divine intervention that rested quietly, waiting for the perfect alignment. That moment was your turning point. I began to cry not because your life was ending, but because the story that heaven had written for you was about to bloom in ways unimaginable. Listen closely, this is not a story you are hearing by chance. It is scheduled, orchestrated, and divinely aligned. Every second, every breath, every hesitation that brought you here was a thread weaving the tapestry of what is about to unfold. Heaven showed me doors golden, ancient, sealed with light so pure it could burn through despair. For years, these doors remained closed whenever your name approached them. Angels stood beside them, holding your prayers like sacred scrolls, waiting for the moment when the divine command would allow them to release what was always meant for you. That command has arrived. I saw chains break, chains that had held you silently, chains that no one noticed, chains forged by doubt, by betrayal, by moments when the world seemed too heavy to carry. I saw someone whisper your name in repentance, voices that had forgotten you suddenly speaking of you with honor. I saw restoration breathe life into spaces that had once felt impossible. And I watched you step through the golden door, your shoulders lifted of burdens you had carried far too long. You are not late. You are precisely on time. Your journey was never random, and your struggles were never punishment. They were preparation. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment when you thought you were forgotten, was a seed of destiny. And now, those seeds are blooming. I saw a crown, radiant and inscribed with your name. It is not a crown of fame, applause, or fleeting recognition. It is a crown of endurance, resilience, and silent triumph. Heaven has recorded every instance where you did not give up, every time you smiled through the pain, every choice to keep walking when the path seemed impossible. I saw a future where love returns to you pure, sovereign, and unshakable. I saw joy returning to your laughter, peace flowing into your spirit like a river that never runs dry. And I saw a miracle, subtle in its arrival, stepping quietly into your life in the days to come. You will know it not by fanfare, but by a sudden, inexplicable peace that fills the room, as if heaven itself is exhaling through your existence. Do not move. Do not scroll. Every second you remain here is a second closer to the alignment of what heaven is arranging for you. I saw your timeline, and I saw how carefully each detail was orchestrated, each obstacle positioned not to destroy you, but to prepare you. I saw the moments where you felt invisible, unheard, and unseen. And I saw heaven's counsel speaking your name, acknowledging the light you carried when darkness tried to claim it. Your waiting was never punishment, it was divine design. Heaven does not waste preparation, and it does not overlook endurance. I saw doors that had remained closed for years now opening without effort. I saw the restoration of what was thought lost: relationships, opportunities, peace, clarity, and abundance. Everything that once felt stolen or delayed is now rushing back, not in fragments, but as a complete, overflowing blessing. Archangel Michael whispered to me, "Tell them they were never ordinary. Their path was heavy because their light was too bright for darkness to contain. Every battle they survived was not proof of abandonment, but proof of resilience. Every tear became a key to unlock what was always theirs." I saw a hallway of golden mirrors stretching into eternity. Each reflection did not show who you were, but who you were meant to become. Some reflections were unfamiliar, almost divine, glowing with potential and strength. I saw you standing on mountaintops with light streaming from your hands, a beacon for those you would touch and heal without ever realizing it. I saw the quiet impact of your existence, a ripple effect of grace moving invisibly, changing lives, and yet here you stood, unaware of the miracles forming around you. I saw a book, thick, ancient, sealed with a ribbon of blue flame. Your name rested on the cover, and when I touched it, it opened to a page brighter than the sun. Written there was the declaration: "This is the moment you rise above every trial, every disappointment, every betrayal, and step into the fullness of your destiny." The date was not random, it was now. I saw people who had walked away remembering your name with reverence they never showed before. I saw doors that once ignored your knocks now swinging open on their own. And I saw you smiling, not because life became easy, but because you understood that heaven had been guarding every step all along. Your past struggles, every tear, every delay, every silent night, were all part of a divine ledger. Heaven accounts for everything. And now, that ledger is shifting in your favor. Peace will arrive first, subtle and gentle. Then opportunities will align. Messages, encounters, and blessings will begin to appear, each one orchestrated to confirm that your life is moving into the chapter heaven always intended. Do not underestimate what is happening. This is a divine pivot, a moment where the trajectory of your life bends toward the fulfillment of prophecy. Archangel Michael says, "The silence you feared was not abandonment, it was preparation." The hidden pain, the private battles, the moments of loneliness, they were the soil for your awakening. And now, the hidden will become breathtaking. Today, the heavens have reopened your file. What you thought was lost is returning, not in pieces, but whole. The delays were not mistakes, they were timing. The struggles were not failures, they were shaping you. And the joy, the love, the peace you are about to receive is not a reward for ease, it is the manifestation of divine orchestration. I saw a room filled with light. In that room, everything you believed was gone: relationships, finances, peace, laughter, confidence, even time itself was being returned. Not slowly, not partially, but instantly. Heaven moves in ways that do not conform to human expectation. And in that movement, your life is being rebuilt, restored, and lifted to heights that even your imagination could not reach. You were never ordinary. You were never insignificant. You are the answer to prayers you did not know were being spoken. You are the living miracle, the continuation of grace, the embodiment of divine resilience. And today, for you, heaven breaks its usual rhythm. The sky that once felt closed is now open. Light pours through every area that felt unfinished. The story you thought ended is about to become the testimony that will inspire thousands. This moment, right here, right now, is the opening of your destiny. The door is wide. Walk through it with faith, with peace, and with the certainty that every force of darkness has been overruled. Your tears, your waiting, your endurance. They are no longer burdens. They are keys, unlocking the beginning of a story that heaven has been quietly preparing for you. Stay. Do not move. Do not scroll. Every heartbeat, every second, every moment you remain here is synchronized with what heaven is orchestrating. You are not witnessing coincidence, you are standing inside prophecy. And the prophecy is clear: your life, your story, your future, is being rewritten in light, in love, in restoration, and in victory. The next chapters, the ones that follow after this moment, will reveal more than words can describe. And the truth is this: you are not late. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you were meant to be, and what is about to begin will not be ordinary. It will be the divine unfolding of everything heaven has promised. Stay. Remain. Watch. Listen. The miracles, the restoration, the love, and the joy are already moving toward you. And when the first whisper of it touches your life, you will know, the heavens have spoken, and your story is forever changed. Stay close. Don't scroll. Don't look away, because what I am about to reveal is the continuation of the vision that has been silently shaping your life. The heavens have been at work in ways unseen, and every detail you thought insignificant was actually a thread in the tapestry of your destiny. I saw it unfold as if the sky itself opened, revealing not just possibilities, but certainties. You were not merely surviving, you were being sculpted into a vessel so radiant, so aligned with heaven's purpose, that even the stars leaned closer to watch. I saw your past, every burden, every heartbreak, every moment you felt abandoned, as a river flowing toward this very point. It was never wasted. It was always carrying you to this threshold. And now, the threshold is here. I saw a golden stairway stretching before you, each step a moment of preparation, each step infused with the prayers you whispered when the world slept. Your feet were hesitant at times, and yet you kept walking. That perseverance, that silent endurance, has summoned a shift, a divine realignment that cannot be delayed. I saw the doors of opportunity, not as ordinary doors, but as gates of light. They were thick, ancient, and engraved with patterns of destiny. For years, you reached, you knocked, and the doors remained closed. But the heavens were holding them for a time exactly like this. Now, the locks dissolve. The hinges release. The air around them shimmers with the power of what has been prepared just for you. When you step through, you will realize that nothing could have opened them before, because your timing was not yet complete. I saw the chains of limitation shattering. Some of these chains were invisible to everyone but heaven. They were fear, doubt, and the whispers of those who could not see your value. And yet, even in the darkness, you carried light. That light was not ordinary, it was prophetic. It drew the attention of the unseen, it drew the eyes of heaven, and it drew the plan for your life into perfect alignment. I saw someone, long estranged or perhaps someone you never expected, turn toward you with repentance and respect, their words unlocking doors you didn't even know existed. I saw blessings arriving disguised as ordinary encounters, subtle, quiet, almost unnoticed but powerful enough to shift the course of your entire life. Do not underestimate the power of what is coming. The world may seem chaotic, but the heavens have orchestrated this with precision. I saw your timeline as a series of steps, some heavy, some light, all necessary. Every disappointment, every silence, every delay was not a wall, but a ladder, and now, you are climbing it into a space where the air is rich with purpose, where the light is more intense than you've ever felt, and where the presence of heaven itself is tangible around you. I saw a room filled with light, a room that once seemed only in dreams. Inside, Everything you had lost: your laughter, your peace, your confidence, the relationships that once left you broken, the opportunities that slipped away, even time itself was returning. But it was returning not in fragments, not in pieces, but fully restored, complete, as though heaven itself had pressed the reset button on your life. And I saw you standing there, not in disbelief, not in hesitation, but in quiet awe, understanding for the first time that the delay was never denial. The delay was design. Archangel Michael's voice came clearly, echoing through the chambers of heaven and through my own being. Tell them, the weight they bore was never punishment. Every trial, every setback, every tear was a seed, and those seeds have now begun to sprout into the life they were always meant to live. Every struggle has been accounted for, and every ounce of endurance is about to be multiplied beyond their imagination. I saw a mirror, vast and golden, reflecting not who you were, but who you are becoming. In it, I saw the culmination of your patience and the divine blossoming of your character. Some reflections were startling, almost heavenly in nature, showing a power and presence that even you had not yet realized. One reflection revealed you on a mountain, light streaming from your hands, healing without effort, influencing without intention. Another reflected you among people whose lives you quietly transformed, the impact of your grace unseen but profound. You were not existing, you were igniting purpose. I saw a scroll, thick, ancient, bound with fire like threads of blue flame. Your name was inscribed in radiant letters that pulsed like a heartbeat. When I touched it, it opened to a page that shone brighter than the sun, and the words written there read, "This is the moment you rise above every challenge, every loss, every shadow, and step fully into the life heaven ordained for you." The timing was precise, it was now. Those who had ignored or dismissed you suddenly remembered your name, and the doors that once resisted your knock now moved as if welcoming you. And you smiled not because the world became easy, but because the truth became undeniable: heaven had never left you. I saw your silent loyalty, your unwavering faith, your commitment to integrity, being acknowledged in ways that surpassed earthly recognition. People who once turned away now spoke with honor. Opportunities that were delayed appeared fully formed. And I saw that even the ordinary, everyday moments you took for granted, your perseverance, your patience, your quiet prayers, had been counted, stored, and now released as blessings. Listen, this is not a distant promise. It is happening. You are stepping into the flow of a season where nothing is wasted, nothing is forgotten, and nothing is lost. Heaven is aligning circumstances, people, timing, and resources to bring what was once impossible into your reality. Every moment of pain was not an accident, it was preparation for this exact alignment. I saw a crown, radiant and alive, resting above your head. It is not given by applause or human recognition, but earned through endurance, through faith when others doubted, through loyalty when the world failed to notice, and through light carried even when shadows threatened to overwhelm. This crown is the embodiment of divine recognition, a testament that heaven has been aware of every battle, every tear, and every silent prayer. The air around you is charged with possibility. I saw doors opening, walls dissolving, barriers breaking, and windows of opportunity appearing where none existed before. And I saw your heart responding not in fear, not in doubt, but in trust, understanding that what is coming is not just better, it is divinely orchestrated, irrevocable, and aligned perfectly with the plan written for you before the foundation of the world. Do not move. Do not blink. Every second you remain here is synced with the exact timing of what heaven has prepared. I saw a river of peace flow through your life first, gentle, silent, almost imperceptible. Then the river widened into a stream of blessings, a torrent of divine intervention that shifted everything in ways visible and invisible. And in the middle of this, I saw you standing firm, the storms around you unable to touch your center, the light within you stronger than anything trying to extinguish it. I saw a doorway, gold and shining, etched with symbols of destiny, hovering before you. For years, you approached it cautiously, hesitant, unsure if you were ready. Now, the hesitation is gone. The heavens have declared, step forward. Inside is a realm where everything that has ever been promised, all the seeds you planted, every prayer you whispered in silence, will converge and manifest fully. I saw you take the first step. And then the next. And then the doorway transformed into a threshold of power, peace, and revelation that you had never known before. Archangel Michael whispered again, tell them, the path they walked was never without purpose. Every challenge was a layer of preparation, every delay a measure of perfection. Their story is not merely continuing, it is entering its highest expression. Their life is now in a season of expansion, restoration, and divine favor. All that was lost will be restored, and all that was delayed will arrive with overwhelming completeness. I saw the room of restoration, and it was breathtaking. Relationships once broken were mended. Confidence lost was returned. Opportunities that slipped away appeared fully formed, and the profound sense that everything is aligning, that every injustice, every setback, every tear is being compensated in ways unimaginable flooded the space around you. You were not just restored, you were elevated, refined, and placed into the fullness of your destiny. And then I saw it, the most subtle, yet most profound miracle of all. It was not loud, not announced, not even immediately recognizable. It was a moment of recognition, a whisper of peace, a confirmation that heaven itself was smiling over your life. You will know it when it comes, not because it will shout, but because it will feel undeniable, so right, so fitting, so perfectly aligned that your soul will recognize it instantly. Your waiting is over. Your endurance has been counted. Your tears have been transformed into keys, unlocking the door to your destiny. This is the moment where heaven intervenes directly, not partially, not in fragments, but fully. The heavens themselves have convened to witness this turning point. Every shadow you faced was temporary. Every doubt, temporary. And every delay, a sacred pause until the timing was perfect. I saw your story beginning anew, not a restart, but a divine continuation, richer, fuller, and more powerful than anything you could have imagined. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are the answer to prayers whispered in the unseen, the living testimony of grace, the embodiment of resilience, and the reflection of divine purpose walking in human form. Stay. Remain. Every word, every vision, every unfolding moment is directly tied to your life. The blessings, the opportunities, the alignments, the restoration, they are moving toward you now. And when they arrive, you will realize that all along, nothing was wasted, nothing ignored, nothing delayed. Everything you experienced, everything you endured, has brought you to this exact threshold, ready to step fully into the life heaven intended. Do not move. Do not blink. The miracles are coming. The restoration is arriving. The fulfillment of prophecy is unfolding. Your life, your story, your destiny, is being rewritten in light, in love, in power, and in divine favor. And as it unfolds, remember, the heavens have watched, the angels have rejoiced, and the very foundations of eternity have been prepared to celebrate this moment of your triumph.